Hello Scorpio, so I'm doing your bonus weekly tarot for October the 26th to November the 2nd, and also very happy Scorpio season to everyone as well. As always, timestamps are going to be in my description box below in case you want to skip through anything, because these readings, they do tend to be a lot more in-depth than the regular reads, okay? Right, the ladybug, or the ladybird, and luck. I seem to have misplaced one of my crystals. Oh, that's quite annoying. Okay, I got it. All is good. Right, the ladybug or the ladybird and luck. Your goals are about to manifest in remarkable ways. Dreams are coming to fruition. Stop and enjoy this moment. It is important to let things flow at their natural pace. Rest assured that in due course of time, your wishes will come true, okay? Now, for our eagle-eyed viewers, you would have seen that this card, when it came out of the deck, it came out squiffy, right? It landed right there and it was on its side. So whenever this energy comes out of balance, it indicates that, Scorpio, you might be tempted to try and force a situation to go your way, okay? The message here is you don't need to do that. All right, you don't need to stress. You don't need to stress yourself out. You don't have to plot and plan and think of clever, funky-ass ways to get a situation to move how you want it to and for the result to be what you want it to be, okay? This is all about taking more of a relaxed, laid-back approach, because guess what? It's going to go your way anyway. Okay, that's literally what this energy is telling you. So you don't have to force anything. Just sit back, relax, and let it all unfold. Okay? Your goals are about to manifest in remarkable ways. And it is in remarkable ways because you don't have to sit there and panic and go, okay, let's change this bit over here, let's change that bit over there. Oh, let's push this bit, let's push that bit. Let's tighten up here, let's tighten up there. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to tinker. You genuinely, you don't have to tinker. And that's why it's remarkable. Okay? So let everything just unfold and flow how it's supposed to. Because the other thing with this, Scorpio, if you are tempted to interfere in any way, shape or form, you might accidentally break something, okay? It's that age-old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, okay? So whatever this is that you're focused on right now, Scorpio, whatever this is that you're doing, it ain't broke. It ain't broke, so don't tinker. Because if you tinker, then something's likely going to pop off, okay? So yeah, just chill. Just chill. We like to see this, okay, because it does feel like it's long overdue, okay? And it's time. It's time for Scorpios to have their moment. I feel like everybody else has had their moment. Now it's time for the Scorpio to shine, right? Lovely. Right, let's take a look at your rune message and we'll start to piece the puzzle together as we pull more cards. Again, if you're not interested in like all of these additional messages, you can skip through. It's fine. You might miss something good though. Laugers, feelings, deep feelings. Again, it's chill energy. It says intuition, uncertainty, flexible, and emotional. Okay. So the main message with this one, if you feel like you struggle to trust in your own best judgment, if you feel like you struggle to listen to the guidance that your own inner dialogue is giving you. Also, did you know that not everybody has an inner dialogue? I thought that was really weird when I found that out. I was like, what? Surely everyone's got an inner dialogue. No, but apparently not. Apparently not. That's just really weird and random. But yeah, for those of you who do have an inner dialogue, listen to its helpful advice, okay? It's your intuition. I'm not on about your loud inner critic, because that dude be an asshole, okay? Tell him to do TFO. I'm on about your intuition, okay? Your best judgment. If you feel like you struggle to listen to that, then you might want to consider harnessing the energy of Lauges, okay? So trace it out on a bit of paper. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's all about your intent that you put into it. And just keep it close in your pocket, under your pillow, under your mattress, wherever, in your car, okay? That's going to help you to harness the energy of your own intuition. And furthermore, it's tied in with the water energy, which is a nice flow. Okay, so again, anytime you feel tempted to tinker, just focus on that energy and you're like, no, I need to just let this move at its own place. I need to just let it flow. I'm not going to touch a thing. I'm just going to breathe. I tell you what, I'll go distract myself with something else instead. And that way I'm not going to be tempted to try and fix something that ain't broke, right? Yeah, Lauges. It's also the rune of karma. It's a rune of karma. Positive karma. Karma being on your side, okay? There's a return. There's a return of all of that good karma that you've been putting out, right? Now, I'm under the impression that you might have waited a long time for this, because it's been a while since you've seen any kind of results for anything, okay? It's pretty much what's going on for you guys this week. You've got results coming through. They're saying actually it's an abundance of positive results and positive karma here. Okay, there's a very fertile energy, this one. Lauges, it indicates fertility, abundance, growth, as well as your intuition, okay? And just allowing that flow. And with the message of being flexible, again, do be prepared to deviate ever so slightly, but it's not going to affect the end result that you get, okay? So with this one, it's asking for you not to be so rigid. You're going to hate this next one. Not to be so stubborn. Please don't hate on me in the comments. That's the message that you're getting. Okay. I can't choose what comes out of the tarot. It is what it is. Yeah, Lauges, beautiful. And then you've got Helheim or Helheimir at the bottom of the deck. It basically means a continuation of life elsewhere. So things are going to be different for you guys. They're going to be very, very different for you in the best way possible. You might have been feeling a little bit stuck. You might have been feeling a little bit on the in-between stages of a development or of a developing situation. Maybe a little bit aimless almost, like, oh, well, I can't make any plans right now because I don't know what's happening. Therefore, if I try and make plans when I don't know what's fully happening yet, then that's just going to be a waste of time. It's like the in-between stages, okay? I feel like you're coming out of that because it was hidden at the bottom of the deck, right? That's the energy that you're moving away from. Now you know what direction you're headed in. Now you know what you can expect. And honestly, it's all good. You got all the good stuff coming in. We like that one. Right, let's take a look at your healing crystal. Again, I will apologize prior for my inability, my total inability to shuffle through this deck. It's a beautiful deck, message-wise. Cardstock, not so much. Both the shape and the texture and everything is just wrong. I'm hoping that they redesign this deck. I can't even remember what it's called. It's one of the crystal decks. I'm hoping that they redesign it and bring it out as just like a regular card shape deck. That would be amazing. And still, if they keep the beautiful pictures as well, then it would be the perfect deck. Right, let's take a look. Pink fluorite for guidance, ease and comfort. Key word being ease. Ease, okay? Again, non-forceful. Just imagine yourself, they're saying, imagine yourself in that lake. Have you ever seen that Lady of the Lake picture? That really beautiful one? I should know who drew it, but and I know the name, I'm just not getting the name right now. Like, it's in my head, but I can't find it. That's really annoying. Where that woman is floating in the lake and she's got all the flowers on her. Yeah. Very, very famous painting. Imagine you, whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter, as that Lady of the Lake. Yes, flowers and all, right? Just float. Just allow yourself to float. Allow yourself to be romantically taken away by this calm, gentle flowing lake. Okay? That's what they're telling you here. Pink fluorite mends pieces of the soul, reintegrating its fragments to make you whole again. Sometimes we get lost along our journeys, and pink fluorite can assist us in coming back home to our true selves, staying present inside your body, acknowledging and accepting each moment as it is, and detaching yourself from outcomes or helpful practices that are amplified by using pink fluorite. Okay, so detach yourself from any particular outcome. This stone helps to ease any despair, giving you a surge of comfort and confidence that you do have what it takes to make it through life's challenges. And it's associated with Pisces and Mercury. So with the mention of life's challenges and the mention of Mercury, Mercury being that planet of communications, and challenges, it could be challenging communications from a Piscean, right? Again, I don't know. I've just got to try and put the pieces of the puzzle together, right? It could just be life's challenges in general, and how, look, Scorpio, you don't need to fight through. Okay, this week, just don't fight at all this week. I know you guys have got fighting spirit coming out your eyeballs, but this week, like, you can chill, you can relax, you don't need to fight. Okay, it's possible with the mention of life's challenges that somebody, some little turd sausage, is going to try, and yes, you can steal that word, I don't mind. I've got another one as well. It's a see you next Tuesday sausage. When you say it properly out loud, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, you don't have to force anything this week, okay, Scorpio? You can just... It's not even taking it as it comes, right? It's just more of whatever. It's the whatever energy, right? I like it. I like it because by you taking a step back, by you relaxing a bit, that is you healing or mending certain pieces of your soul. Okay? Right, let's take a look at the Maruk deck. We're going to find out what is coming in. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to pull these cards. What are we going to do? Okay, they're saying 5. Okay, I'm a little bit bored of doing the 5 card spreads, but that's fine. I got to do what I'm told to do. Let's have a look. Huh? What? Okay. Wish granted. There it is. There it is. I mean, should we just stop pulling cards at this point, Scorpio? Should we just have like a 13, 14 minute read instead this week? Should we just leave it there? Because I don't think it's going to get any better than that. Yeah. What you've asked for is coming true. Meditate on your desired outcome, but without, remember, without getting caught up in the end result. Okay? You can't have any fixed outcome in your head, right? Meditate on your desired outcome to assist in the manifestation process with caveats. Miracles, good luck, and prayers. So your prayers are being answered. That is your situation for this week. Beautiful. Center stage. It just keeps getting better, doesn't it? What was that I said? How it's Scorpio's time to shine now? Yeah. Taking center stage. You're not meant to be on the sidelines, Scorpio. It says, let your wishes and dreams take center stage, attention, fame, and importance. Okay? You're doing something that is important, even if you feel like it isn't, right? Even if you're sitting there going, fuck me, I just go to my day job and I'm just come home and like I do nothing other than that. Apparently you're still doing something that is important, and I'll tell you for why. It's the people that you speak to during the day. It's the people that cross your path during the day. You don't see it because you don't know it, you don't notice it, but they are profoundly changed by you, okay? So again, even if you're one of these and you're like, but I don't do anything all day, then it's getting at the energy that you put out. Okay, it's all connected. It's something important here. You're doing something important. Don't play it small. Okay. Let's get the tarot out on this one. Was this center stage for Scorpio, please? 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment, an abundance of blessings, the card of plenty, 9 of Cups. That's having that's having enough so that you can share with others, right? Sharing the blessings with others. Center stage, 4 of Swords, Hanged Man, Ace of Wands. Some of you guys are going, I'd rather just be left the fuck alone. That's understandable. But also not really an option. Not really an option for you guys this week, okay? You got new energy with that Ace of Wands taking center stage. So yes, this does include you introverts of the group as well, okay? It's time for you to stop playing small, start taking center stage. There's the beginning stages of an important project here that you're going to be involved with, most likely. That 4 of Swords is a little bit of an oddball. Can you tell us about this 4 of Swords for Scorpio, please, in center stage? Because that's in direct conflict with center stage energy. And I feel that that's reinforcing the message of you don't have to force anything. They're saying, look, you're not putting on a show, okay? You're just doing you. You're just being you. You're not trying to be anyone else. Yeah, you're not trying to be anyone else. The Fool and the Queen of Wands. Again, man or woman, doesn't matter. The Tower at the bottom of the deck and the 3 of Cups. Ace of Cups. Ooh, hello. 9 of Wands. 8 of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Scorpio. Here's the thing with this energy. Someone in our Scorpio collective believes certain things about themselves that are not true. Such as their abilities. Okay. Had a little bit of technical problems there. My disk was full, so it just stopped recording. I'll try and pick up where we left off of. So, yeah, some Scorpios are not believing in their own abilities at this point in time, right? And that can cause potential problems here, right? because this energy is saying, Scorpio, you're needing to take center stage, okay, which requires confidence. It requires you having confidence in your own abilities as well, right? Now, we've got a strange side message also that's coming through for some Scorpios, not all, where there is a love interest that's coming through, right? And it's not expected at all, okay? So I don't know if that's like a secret admirer, or if you've had your sights set on someone for a while or anything like that. But there's unexpected communication between yourself and this significant other individual. And I feel like there's a relationship here that's it's going places, it's getting off the ground this week. But again, that's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody, okay? It's going to take you by surprise, because you weren't expecting for them to demonstrate their interest in you. Now, you've got a Tower with the Three of Cups, right? And I'm not feeling this Tower as being anything inherently negative, right? I feel that this Tower is a surprise, and it's a surprise gathering, which kind of indicates almost like I don't know if that's like a surprise party or something for some of you guys, but that might make you feel a bit uncomfortable, because you don't necessarily like being the center of attention. But your strongest overall message, Scorpio, is this week you are going to be the center of attention, right? So that Four of Swords is indicating your uncomfortable feelings surrounding being the center of attention, and yet here you are this week unexpectedly finding yourself as being the center of attention. Like, you've got a lot of interest in you, you've got a lot of eyes on you, and that might well make you feel uncomfortable, maybe even nervous, and a little bit, oh, what the fuck, like, what the hell is going on? Okay, so that's this energy here that's coming through. And apparently it is important this week for you to start something with that Ace of Wands. So let's take a look. What's that Ace of Wands? It's like no more sitting on your hands and more getting the job done, right? Yeah. King of Wands, that's coming out squiffy now as well. Again, man or woman, doesn't matter. It's time. You've got to start. If you've had an idea recently, for example, that you're going to launch a project, or you're going to launch a business, or you're going to launch a new part of a business, or you're launching an idea, right? This is going to be the week for you to do that. So you're being told, stop sitting on your hands with it, because if you don't do it, Scorpio, someone else will, right? And then if someone else gets there before you do, you might not be too happy about that, okay? So, I mean, it happens to writers all the time. Like, that's a classic example. They've got an idea in their head about a book that they're going to write, but they never get round to doing it. One excuse after the other, and it never happens. And then a few years down the road, someone else has written a book that is literally what they were going to write. Like, you will find that happens all the friggin' time. So whatever it is that you're wanting to launch, do it this week. Yeah, do it this week. Right, what's this? Wish granted for Scorpio. Emperor, and it's come out squiffy. Okay. This one's about discipline. Right. And I feel that you have been disciplined, and now you're needing to demonstrate a different type of discipline. So there's been a lot of action, there's been a lot of work from your half of the table, right? You've done the work, you've been disciplined, you've stuck to it, you've gritted your teeth, and you've gotten through it. They're asking now for a different type of discipline. That's why this one's come out squiffy. Because you still need to be disciplined, but a different type of discipline. And this one is more to do with being disciplined. It sounds weird. Being disciplined with easing off the gas a little bit. You remember the message there, okay? Being disciplined with allowing things now to manifest naturally. Being disciplined with not falling into that temptation of making tweaks and changes here and there where it's not necessary, it's not required. That's why it's a different type of discipline that they're showing you. Okay, why is this happening? Poor choices, right? This is avoidance. We want to avoid this energy. We want to avoid making poor choices. That's why this is coming out of this read. Okay, so if you're sitting there going, okay, that's great, it's fantastic, my project, whatever, my career, whatever this is about, my relationship, okay, it's going really, really well, but what if I do this? What if I do that? They're saying no. Touch nothing. Touch nothing. Leave it as is. Think again before making any decision at this time. Caution is needed. There is a hidden problem. Warning, reconsider, and no. Okay, so you're being told, Scorpio, touch nothing. It's going well. It's going really, really good. Don't do anything. What you're needing to focus on is that launching of the something new. Okay? Focus on that new energy. Leave everything else be right now. Can you tell us more? Yeah, Ace of Cups. Okay. There's a message coming through about somebody who had, up until now, been making poor choices either in love or has been making poor choices because it was all based on emotional thinking, right? Either or. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles reversed. That can be frustration. Frustration at a lack of growth. Frustration at a lack of improvement. Right? So don't be making any poor choices through emotional thinking out of frustration to slow growth or a lack of growth, because I am telling you, something that you're doing, Scorpio, is taking off this week, and it's taking off exponentially, and that you don't have to touch anything. Blind spot, communication. I knew that card was going to come out at some point, because I've already mentioned it. I mentioned it with that healing crystal, and I mentioned it with the energy that was hidden under there with unexpected communication. Now, some of you guys are receiving unexpected messages from an individual who is wanting to be in a relationship, a romantic relationship with you guys this week. Take it as it resonates. And for those where that's not applicable, and you're going to know in your heart of hearts as to whether or not it's applicable, then there's unexpected communication that's coming in from an individual, Scorpio, who's trying to buff off your shine. Do you know what I mean? Be open to receiving messages right now. It is important to communicate clearly and honestly. Calls, text, expression, and answers. Right? And is in your blind spot. So let's find out more. It could also be you unexpectedly hearing from an individual from your past that you've not heard from in fucking ages. It could literally be anything at this point, so we need to clarify. The Hermit, yes. Quiet, ghost, gone ghost. Someone you went ghost on, or someone who went ghost on you. Listen, Scorpio, we are in Scorpio season, your birthday season, right? This is someone reaching out around, like real close to your birthday, or actually on your birthday, and using your birthday basically as an excuse to get back in touch here, and that's why it's unexpected. Now, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, For you personally, I don't know, okay? It's going to be different for all of you. Some of you guys might be ecstatic to hear from this individual. May or may not be a Pisces or a Virgo, doesn't have to be, right? And some of you other guys are going to be like, oh, for fuck's sake, that little beep, 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 right? It just all entirely depends. Can you tell us more about this communication? Because like I said, it's in your blind spot. You're not expecting it. You're not expecting it at all, which again is unusual. It's unusual to jump a surprise on a Scorpio, because normally Scorpios will know shit before it's happened. Yeah, the Two of Wands, they're wanting to mend bridges. So it's someone who's gone ghost, or you went ghost on them, and they're wanting to mend bridges with that Two of Wands, and they're using your birthday as an excuse to initiate, because it's initiation energy. So they're using your birthday as an excuse to initiate that, okay? Whatever your own personal opinion about that, or that person, whatever, right, that's for you, okay? Again, I don't choose the messages. Conquering for what is working for you. Victory will be yours, so set your intentions and watch it come back to you, overcoming victory and success. So what's going to work for you, Scorpio, is for you to conquer. Remember that unsure, little bit of negative thinking that was going on over there? Conquer that. Okay. Like, Spirit's been so direct with you guys today. Yeah, strength reversed. Conquer your fears. This one, it feels like you've got a lot of reservations, right? Which again, it's someone sitting there going, I don't know, I don't really believe. Well, okay, that's fine. But those reservations that you have to conquer it too, okay? You tell us more about strength. Thank you. Yeah, see? Nine of Swords. You got the Nightmare card coming out now as well. Strength reversed with the Nine of Swords. Like, what a combination that is. That's overwhelming anxiety. How are you going to conquer that? Easier said than done. But you will conquer it. Okay, that can indicate feelings of inadequacy that is overwhelming a person here. Okay, so if you are going through that, I know not everybody is, but if you are going through that, it's time to conquer it. Okay. How is it likely going to play out? Imbalance. There's an unequal power dynamic in a situation that needs to be brought into balance. Unequal unfairness and conflict. Right? So this is the most likely outcome. Again, not guaranteed outcome, because there are no guarantees with tarot, right? It's a temperature check. There's an imbalance that's going on. Now, either that's someone trying to deliberately overpower you and overwhelm you, which you're needing to conquer, so that you can reclaim balance, right? It can be external or internal, is what I'm trying to say with that. Can you tell us more about this unequal power dynamic? A Queen of Cups. An unequal power dynamic in love, for some. I think I know what this is, Scorpio. Yeah. This is someone who is of the opinion that they're punching above their weight. That's what's going on. Now, I don't know if that's you that's doing that, or I don't know if that's someone else who has that opinion when they're dealing with you, that they're punching above their weight dealing with you, right? Someone believes, and it's a firm belief that they have, that they're just quite simply not good enough. and is likely to cause issues. It's likely to cause problems. The moon reversed. So someone feels inadequate, which is why they're keeping their secrets. But that's all going to come out. I feel, Scorpio, like either, again, take it as it resonates, you could be admitting this to someone else, they could be admitting it to you, about how I kept my feelings secret for so long, because honestly, I just felt like I wasn't good enough, okay? It's more likely that that's going to be someone else's confession towards you, Scorpio. Just going by, if you recall, when I saw like a secret admirer type energy at the bottom of one of their decks earlier on. That's how I feel that this is going to play out. Yeah, the Four of Cups. Feelings of disconnection. Look. Four of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. There's a disconnection. Someone's disconnected from their true feelings. They're disconnected from what would make them happy. What would contribute to more happiness and more fulfillment in their lives. They're disconnected from it. Is it you? Is it them? Who knows? I guess you watching this reading, you know. You know which way that this is swinging. It's causing problems. Ten of Wands. More problems than what is actually necessary. Let's get you some tactics. Can you have some tactical guidance for Scorpio, please? Tactics. How many? 1, 2, 3. Apparently you need quite a bit of guidance. That's fine. Musashi said, you should not have a favorite weapon. To become over familiar with one weapon is just as much a fault as not knowing it sufficiently well. Meaning, use all the tools at your disposal. Yeah, that's what you were being told over there. How you're needing to launch something new this week instead of being heavily focused on trying to improve on another situation that's already going really well, okay? So yeah, to live your best life, you should strive to develop all aspects of your character evenly. Don't just concentrate on the things that you like the most. Work hardest on the things that you like least. After all, you're only as strong as your weakest point. That's a profound statement to make, isn't it? You're only as strong as your weakest point. Remember that if a task is vital to your success, it will be difficult. So you'll need all of the tools at your disposal. And Musashi said, pay attention even to trifles. Do they mean the dessert? Oh, I fucking love trifles. It's been a while since I had one of them. I might get one after this read. The devil is in the detail, is what it means. Of course, it is essential to pay attention to the big picture, but it's also important not to forget the little things. Even the grandest projects deepen on the success of the smallest components. If you do not pay attention to them, they could ruin all of your efforts. And Musashi said, there is timing in the whole life of the warrior, in his thriving and declining, in his harmony and discord, meaning life is all about timing. The right thing done at the right time will usually result in success. Observe, listen, and seek advice before taking your opportunity. Bad timing is due to a lack of awareness or a lack of focus and is likely to result in a good idea going to waste. It ties in with a lot of the messages that were coming out on this part you're reading over there. Okay. Right. For a bit of fun at the end of your reading. Let's get some wonderful words of wisdom from the Swear Tarot. Of course, there is swearing in this deck. So if you're sensitive, just stick your fingers in your ears and call it a day, okay? Yeah, let a smart fucker inspire you and take a much-needed break. The Hermit with self-discovery. Page of Wands, kick failure in the ass and try again. Yeah. And don't let anything scare the shit out of you. Face your fears and bad habits with the devil and negativity. We saw that there. Here's why some of you guys have got reservations about how well things are going this week. And it's that age-old thing where you've become accustomed to everything going wrong, that it's become your normal. So for things to go right for you might feel a bit abnormal, and then you develop that expectation of, well, it's bound to go wrong soon. Yeah. Try not to fall into that particular trap, okay? But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I do apologise again for your reading cutting out halfway through. I can reassure you, though, that you didn't miss anything. I noticed it cutting off straight away. And so I was able to pick up exactly where we left off from, so you didn't miss anything. I just apologise because wouldn't have looked very nice on the actual read itself. It's suddenly cutting off like that. But yeah, for personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.